Okay guys, so today is leg day and we are going all in with a focused, structured workout to build strength, size and protect long-term joint health. If you are not aiming to be the next Mr. Olympia, but you do want strong aesthetic legs and to look great in shorts, this leg day is for you. I focus on what works for natural lifters who want to get bigger, stronger, fitter, stay healthy and avoid injuries. If this is your first time here, welcome. So we're starting off with the king of all leg exercises, the barbell squat. This compound movement targets your quads, hamstrings, glutes and core all in one lift. I keep the angle of my hips and knees under control, making sure to hit proper depth while protecting my lower back. The key here is control. Don't chase weight, chase clean, consistent reps. The squat is your foundation. I start with lighter weight and higher reps, about 15 to 20 reps on the first set, and build from there. I do 3 to 4 sets here, it depends on how I feel. And on those last 2 sets, I aim for about 6 to 8 reps and I leave a rep or 2 in reserve. I had many knee issues over the last couple of years and I rather focus on form and depth instead of just adding weight. And honestly, I found that my quads respond well to higher reps, and I like to start my workouts with compound movements, so with the hardest and most taxing exercise, and in this workout the barbell squat earns this place. Always make sure to push through your heels when squatting while keeping your core tight and spine neutral. Next up, Romanian deadlifts. This is one of the best exercises for the hamstrings and glutes. It strengthens the posterior chain and teaches you how to hinge at the hips properly, which is essential not only for building muscle but also for protecting your lower back. I keep a soft bend in my knees, spine neutral, and focus on feeling that deep stretch in my hamstrings with every rep. I enjoy doing Romanian deadlifts, and in my leg workouts there's always room for some variation of this exercise, whether it's barbell, dumbbell Romanians or even kettlebell single leg Romanian deadlifts. It's also a great exercise to strengthen your lower back. Okay, so then we move to isolation work. First with the leg extension, but with a twist. I do this exercise with my toes pointed inward to specifically target the vastus lateralis, the outer quad. There's a reason for this. So a few years back, I developed knee pain due to inflammation. After seeing my physiotherapist, I found out that my vastus medialis, also known as the teardrop muscle, had become too dominant. It was pulling my patella inward and creating pain in the muscle attachment point. At one point, the only exercise I could do was partial leg extensions with light weights. I remember doing like 6 or 7 sets of up to 100 reps per set. That's all I could manage, but I did what I could to keep training my quads. Since then, I've been working on rebalancing things, and targeting the vastus lateralis has been a big part of that. Since training at home, I have this plate-loaded machine which targets the quads good, but I usually attach a resistance band to keep constant tension through the reps, mimicking the cable machines. I like to go with high reps here, around 15 to 20, because again, as I already mentioned, my quads respond well to higher rep sets. So where I feel the burn, I know that it's working great. I also add weight on some sets to keep the progression going, but most of the time is increasing the training volume and time under tension. Why? Because of longevity. I want to keep my joints healthy, and this helps. Higher volume, more time under tension, more blood flow, less joint pain. Then we move on to the isolation work for the hamstrings, the leg curls. This exercise isolates the hamstrings and helps support knee stability. I really focus on squeezing at the end of a concentric phase and controlling the eccentric phase. Don't rush through it, slow controlled reps do more here than heavy sloppy form. I can set up this machine into lying leg curl as well, but I prefer the seated variation. With the lying variation, I tend to lift my butt from the bench and use momentum, which can hurt my lower back through time. And this is an issue with most of the lying leg curl machines. You most likely need somebody to push your lower back down in the bench, or some machines have a belt that you can set to keep you firm on the bench. Last but not least, calf work with seated calf raises. Calves are often overlooked, and they are essential for ankle stability, posture, and explosive power. I go for a full stretch at the bottom and a strong contraction at the top. Range of motion and consistency are key here, and calves respond well to overload and different workloads. I do anywhere from 8 to 20 plus reps. I found that training them every 3 to 4 days works great, and that's why sometimes I do, let's say, with my chest, I train my calves, sometimes with my legs. It's because of higher frequency. I combine seated and standing calf raises, but for now I stick with the seated variation. The difference is that with standing calf raises, your primary focus is on the gastrocnemius, so it's the larger outer calf muscle, while the seated variation works more the soleus, the deeper lower calf muscle that gives your calves that 3D look from the side. Okay, so here comes the boring stuff. After my workout, I finish with foam rolling for the quads, a recommendation from my physiotherapist. Foam rolling helps release tight muscles and fascia, improves blood flow, speeds up recovery, and can even improve range of motion over time. It also helps reduce tension in the quads that might pull on the knee and contribute to discomfort or poor alignment. It's not comfortable, but it's effective. Throughout this workout, I keep progression in mind, but it's not just about lifting heavier, it's also about better reps, full range of motion, improved tempo, better control. I track all of this in my training log through my app, and if you'd like to apply for my DM fitness coaching, I'll leave the link in the description of this video. No BS, you get a fully custom tailored meal plan and training program, everything packed in a member-only fitness app. Okay, so thanks for watching, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you will not miss any future videos on this channel. Until next time, stay consistent, listen to your body and train with intention. That's how you keep getting stronger year after year.